Let's change that lighting around slightly. Put that light over there. That makes a bit of a softer light. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all good. Hi, Katrina. Hi, John. I've just got to load my seat a little bit. There we go. Load myself down. Make sure everything's in focus is where it needs to be. Wonderful. Got a bit of razor burn there. Oh, had a shave and just give myself a little bit of razor burn on my throat. Hey, but there we go. Throw some aftershave on it. That'll soon sort that out, Mickey. How you doing, Katrina? Oh, don't worry about being a tad early. Hope you're good. John, evening, mate. Hope you're good. Yeah, I've just got a bit of paper there for taking notes.
Evening, John and Katrina.
I'm on Coca-Cola tonight. So I'm on the Coca-Cola. Still no cigarettes, still no cigars.
Iron brew.
Oh, -3. Mate, John, you got my sympathy. What about poor old Derek? Yeah, he's that tree over the house is looking a bit scary. I hope you're okay where you are, John. -3. Bloody hell.
We were getting quite excited because the weather report said that us in the southeast were actually going to get some snow, but it looks like France is going to get what we was going to hopefully get.
Bloody French have stolen my snow. There's my opportunity of a couple of videos that they've stolen it.
Still no power.
Still no power. Well, Derek, if you're out there, you're watching this on catch up, whatever, save your phone power. We understand, mate, and I'm pretty sure everybody that has anything to do with the channel, watches the channel, supports the channel, here for mine, will be sending you their love and thoughts and prayers. Yeah, that's hit bad. Yeah. I again, same thing, John. I'm running on basically what I saw earlier on. It's like you said last week. You know, they don't get a lot of snow in his area. 3 inches. That's sort of pretty much the maximum. But again, he's had a windstorm. We've actually taken to the windstorm, the freezing effect on the sap of the trees, and then you've got the weight of snow. Even just
that Labour was lucky moving that white car. Otherwise, that would have been
squished.
Yes.
So yeah, poor old Derek. He's got a bit of a rough time of it up there. But
what's it like up north, Katrina? Yeah. And you, Ian? Is it all right down there?
Hi, Ian. How you doing, mate? Hopefully, it's all good. Oh, a sip of my Coca-Cola.
Oh. Rose in the house, but he's on the floor at the moment because he went to the salon on Friday, and you can actually see his eyes now, and he's less furry, if you can say that he's less furry.
Less chance of kissing the wrong end.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a bonus. Isn't that right?
We don't want to get the wrong end. No.
Yeah, you don't want to get the wrong end. So, other than that, all seems to be fairly stable here at the moment, weather-wise. There's a substrate with bacon.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Squatters or homeless people that are desperate, trying to keep themselves warm. You know, it's.
Well, Derek was saying there's 2 or 3 people they lost over 24 hours where he lives.
Yeah. So. Yeah, the cold.
Hi, Kitten Killer.
Cold is a killer. It can be a bit savage, and again, we in desperation, people take desperate acts to try and keep themselves warm, and it doesn't always work out for them. So again, it comes back to that old thing. Yeah, joys of city living.
Yeah.
It comes back to the whole thing of perfecting your skills, having your gear, having your preps, getting ready. As Derek was saying, he's fine. He'll manage through it because he's got all the kit and the gear and the mentality and the experience to push on through. However, the elderly friends of his, you know, one of them's on a CPAP machine, the other, it's no power and the temperature. yeah, he's got a bit of a fight in his hands, but he will get them sorted because that's Derek, resourceful guy.
Your mum's had to send on documents as well. Tia, I wish they'd tell you when I was doing your passport thing. They didn't tell me that I had to have your date of birth first, and then I thought I'd best get the address, and it's and then it said I need my number. I thought, oh god, but it's all done now. So,
so yeah. So again, so it's a battle, isn't it? Battle being prepared, being organised, having your kits and your gear sorted for the weather conditions. Here, they were predicting sort of anything from a week to 10 days of very cold weather.
It's saying -5 for us now.
And kept saying that we were going to get snow, possibly heavy. So yeah, I dived out, topped up on the gas bottles for the camp stove.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces, like just a couple of little bits and pieces where I
get some extra bits of food bits in the cupboard.
Yeah, quick wander around, quick look, just see, what would I need? What do we need to top up on? And make sure those things are put to one side. Aired out the sleep bags.
Yep.
Make sure everything's ready to go if we needed it.
Checked on the blankets, and we've got gas for the little cookers if we need them. So
yeah, and then you just hunker down. Then you prep for it. It's all you can do. But like I say, at the last minute now, they're saying that because that low pressure was going to bring snow pretty much on the map. So France is down here for anybody that doesn't know.
You can't see that.
So it was going to. Oh, yeah, can't see that.
You have to do it like this.
No, I'll do it that
way. That way. That's it. Yeah.
I'll do it this way.
So, like a teacher.
Hey, teacher Mick. All around. So here we have the south coast of England, English Channel, and over here we have jolly old France. Okay, well, over here, jolly old France. So this area low pressure, we've got a northerly wind, so it's literally blowing straight down the country. An area of low pressure coming in off the Atlantic that initially they said was going to come up through here.
And where are we?
Literally up to about there, bringing snow to southern England. That has now decided to swing further south.
And we are?
It looks like it's going to go through. We are there.
Okay,
we're right about there. Right. Yeah, so it looks like that's going to swing south of us and hit France. Yes, which will annoy the French. We'll give an accusation of a Ned. They have sent us their crap weather. Evening, dog dad. Hope you're good. We're just discussing the joys and the benefits and the downsides of weather. In actual fact, I'll tell you what. Oh, do you keep chatting, Kaz?
What have you done to the lighting in here?
Is it a bit dark, is it?
No, it's
do you want me to lighten it up a bit? I can do.
No.
Okay, no. Right, if you keep chatting for a second, Kaz, I'm just going to do something for our friends. People say, where are you?
Well, good news is BJ Harris, who won it was the second one who won the prize for. You've done it again. You walked past the camera, so I should zoom it back in again. There we go. He won the second prize for the 1,000 subscribers. His items been sent now. Finally got that sorted out. So that was sent off last week. So hopefully in the next few days he should receive his gift.
That's some good news, isn't it?
It is. It's cold, isn't it, Willow? Yes. It's Willow. It's cold. Yes.
Right, I'm just going
to... Come say hello? He goes, no way, Jose, I'm running off. I would have picked him up for say hello, but he's being an arse. So yes, it's been just gradually getting colder and colder and colder. And another thing we did stock up on Friday when we went shopping was we bought some more food for the birds, because notice in the garden we don't get that many birds, different varieties that is, but we've got a robin and he's been visiting the bird table and looking very disappointed. So Yeah.
There we go. I've made a little tape arrow that literally the tip of that is on the roof of my house.
He's being unsociable, yeah.
What are you doing?
I was going to say, Joe, when you say show your face, but every time I put a rope in your, what's Dad got?
Hey,
what's he got?
What you got? Come here.
We go.
Right, come on. I'll come and get you.
Because no, playing that game.
No, yeah. Okay, we're going to run around the house. You want to come up for a cuddle later on. Right, anyhow, so let's say on with it and up with it. So what am I covering this week on my videos? So we've done, week before did prepping. This week we did a little bit on the hot tent, the one Tigris hot tent. Oh, that was chilly. That really was chilly, cold day. The wind was biting, but the stove and the temps we got out was absolutely brilliant. That tent, I've been thinking more and more about that. For the size of it, as a winter emergency pack, that's a good carry. It's a very good carry. Obviously, the stove's a bit difficult, but it was once you got out that wind, it was superb. This week, I'm going to do a bit of bushcrafting. So those of you that want to see a bit of bushcrafting, that'll be our video this week. We will do a little bit there. And that was inspired by my mate Benny. Benny inspired that. I suddenly realised something I've not shown a lot on the channel, but I've done a fair bit in the past, is making things like pot hangers and that.
Good evening, Steel.
Because of my blacksmithing background, I tend to do a lot with metal. However, in the past, I have done plenty of improvised pot hangers. So I thought, do you know what? Let's do some of my old improvised pot hangers, see if I can still do it, see if I've still got the knack and the touch. So that's what we're going to do this week. I'm going to share a little bit of that with you. That should make it a bit more interesting. And also on the shorts and that, so I'll see if I can throw up a little bit of bushcrafting knowledge and information.
It's telling you good. Yeah, that's good info. Go back indoors, definitely.
Yeah. So again, that's where I'm going to be going this week. And now I do have, and what I'll do twice, I'm going to announce this. I have been given a promo code for you guys. Promo code. Actually, she got given the promo code. Okay, so we have had dogs.
Good evening, Paul.
Evening, Paul. We've had dogs for years. Okay, in a prepping, survival, bushcraft world, dog's your best friend. Okay, it is your little furry hot water bowl. It is your little guard dog. It is your company, your mate.
Trip hazard.
Your trip hazard, your protector, your pal. A dog will always alert you to something way before you even realise there's a problem or a situation. Okay, whether it's as that's better put the right glasses on.
Whether it's as a husky puppy.
Yeah, whether it's as a guard dog at home, whether it's alerting you to the fact that there's just something not right. Okay, sometimes if you watch your dog and looking around, you're like, what the hell? It will let you know way before. So, dogs, great part of your prepping, survival, bushcraft world. And many guys I find as outdoors people have dogs. Now, I've had dogs all my life. Before Willow, we had Border Terriers, which I did work. So they were working dogs. They were busy hounds until they retired. For that, Jack Russells, Labradors. So dogs for years. And I've fed them in all manner of ways. I've done dry food. I've done off my table food. I'll prepare the food. I'm cooking chicken and bits and pieces for them. And we all see the adverts out there for the various companies saying, we got this, we got that, we got this, we got that. Okay, so I decided to give something a try, and Willow absolutely adores it. We decided to try
the butternut box.
Butternut box. Okay, lovely guys. I know, well, lovely guys. It's a welcome pack. So butternut box, what do? Well, it's an easy process. You get the app, find the app, and bear in mind, I'm not trying to sell you anything here. I'm just telling you what I've done and giving you an option if you're interested. Okay, and I'll give you the promo code, which will get you 60% off your first order. Now, getting that 60% off that first order for me brought it down to 15 quid for 2 weeks food.
2 weeks starter.
2
that
weeks,
was,
2 weeks starter
40%
pack.
off.
Okay, and so it brought it down to about 15 quid for me. I get 40% off. You'll get a bit more than I do. Okay, brought it down to 15 quid for him. Now, the great thing with this is they are dog nutritionalists and pretty keen and eager on their dog welfare and dog care. So you log in on their app. They will take your dog's weight into account, its breed into account, its level of activity into account, any allergies, illnesses, or problems. And they will tailor the menu to the dog. Okay? You can drop this subscription at any time. If you decide you don't want it, you're not tied to it, you can turn around and say, no, we've tried it, didn't like it, or can't afford it this month, I'm not going to do it. Okay? So there's a go-to for you. So that's Butternut Box. Okay? Now, that's how you manage your plan. Okay. So basically, go to the app, follow the app. When you go onto the app, okay, it will ask you, okay, to log into or to set up your account. You want to give them the promo code Caroline, 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 as in Caroline, followed by the numbers 3115. Okay, so I should take that down. Actually, hold that up. So that's the promo code at the top there. That's the company Butternut Box. Okay, and that will get you.
Box, I believe you get 30% off.
Yeah, that will get you 60% off your first box, which is a tester box. Okay, set up for your dog. Willow absolutely loves it. Now, if I look, I've sat down and analysed it and looked at the full cost. Okay. If I had no discounts and all the rest of it, I'm looking at between £40 and £50 a month, okay, for food for my dog. But I'm looking at a varied menu.
So it comes in
pouches.
Pouches.
Yeah. So the menus, there are many menus. Willow doesn't like beef. Crazy dog. I don't know why he doesn't like beef. So when we were setting up his menu, he's got turkey and he's got a chicken menu and he's got a lamb menu. In fact, I had lamb tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely scoffed it, wolfed it. Loves it.
You've got healthy, steady veggie. Well, there's a couple of recipes. Gobble gobble turkey. Pork this way. They're quite fun.
Yeah.
Chicken.
And you when it comes in the box,
chicken you out, yeah.
Comes ready frozen. You put it in the freezer, but the pouches themselves can go into the fridge for 5 days. Okay. So they actually suggest the thing to do is to take a week's supply out, put it in the fridge, and it's pretty much ready to go. Now, for a little dog like Willow, he likes his meal warmed up, so I open the pouch a little bit into a bowl, 30 seconds in the microwave just to warm it up for him, and he loved it. Now, from a bushcrafty point of view, okay, when they pack their boxes, they pack it with this. Now, this is lamb's wool. Okay, sheets of lamb's wool.
And there's two sheets in the box.
2 metre long sheets. So that's good. What I'd say 10 inches wide.
Yeah, and it's
10 inches wide
and an inch thick, nearly.
A good
3/4 of an inch thick.
Yeah, metre long and 3/4 of an inch thick. Okay, wool. Wonderful stuff for you bushcrafters and preppers. Okay, any number of uses for you guys. The boxes they collect when they drop off, and again, so it's a to your door delivery system. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm going to be doing some stuff with that. I'll be collecting that up over the next couple of weeks, and I might even.
It actually says on the back. It says human quality ingredients in every meal. Kev and Dave are the two that set it up, and they taste test all the meals. So you got vegetables in it. There's butternut squash, there's peas, there's carrots, there's you get the fish ones, there's salmon, there's so many, and each month they bring out a new recipe.
Yeah.
And if you decide that your dog didn't really like that one, you can change it. And I think the first order comes with a bandana. I missed that, so that the next box we're getting 2 weeks' time comes with a free pack of treats, because they do treats as well.
There you go. So that's there for your dogs. So button up box, if you're interested, go along, have a look at them. And remember, your promo code is Caroline at 3115, which will get you 60% off your first trial box order. Give it a go. What you got to lose? I'm feeding my dog. It's costing me 15 quid to feed my dog fresh food for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Happy dog, money in pocket, happy Mickey. I'll keep you updated on how it's going.
Also, we get 40% on when we ordered our box.
Yeah.
You'll get 60%. So our first box was £15 and the odd pence. So of course yours is going to be
less than
20% less than that.
Wow. Got to go for it, yeah. Anyhow, so on to bushcrafting and prepping and survivaling. As I said before, Derek, don't know how many of you managed to catch up with his videos. If you have a dive on, have a look, give him a thumbs up, show him some support. At the moment, he is in a survival situation out there in Portland in Oregon. They've had a severe storm, put snow on the deck, temperature dropped, and this windstorm has left a tree at 15 degrees hanging over the house he's in. They're in a power outage, so there is no power in the town. And the lady he's looking after is on a CPAP machine. Derek's definitely facing it head on. But again, as I said to him, I'll let you all know tonight. We'll all send him our love and our prayers, and hopefully he's going to be good. So, yeah, dive over if you want. Dive off of here for a minute. Have a look on YouTube. Hang tough. You all know Derek. Yeah, send the guy some love. Yeah, that's Hang Tough, Benny.
Yeah, his videos that he released, we got this morning, where he's been staying. They have a elderly lady with medical issues. When he put the videos on this morning, they'd already had 6 hours of no electricity, no heating. It's snow out there. It's wind chills of -9. I thought it's stupid.
And don't panic if he doesn't get right back to you with an answer, because as he pointed out this morning, he was down to 10% on his phone. So basically, he was going to shut his phone down, keep it purely for emergencies. Yeah.
Well, this morning they had one of the trees go down with the neighbours. Lucky enough, because of Derek and what he does, he's got all his merino wool, as you know from watching his videos. He's well stocked. Well, the people he's staying with,
hi Jimmy,
are not. They're not used to, they're not used to getting that much snow. And so, of course, Derek, is a lovely-hearted man that he is, he's been sharing out his woolen scarves, his hats, and everything else. So
yeah, I think Derek's got power banks, but I think it's a case of he's having to rationalise, and because the lady's on a CPAP machine, I think what he's having to do is try and shall we say MacGyver and Fettle things just to keep the essential life stuff going for those people. But yeah, a bit of a battle. Yeah, Derek is a great survivalist, and as he said himself, don't worry about him. He's prepared, got the kit, got the knowledge, got the know-how, got the supplies. He can barrel through. It's just some of his neighbours and some of his friends being elderly, being delicate. He's out there looking out there. In fact, I've actually got this mental image, and those of you that know him, this mental image of that hoodie up, that old beard crusted with snow, one arm up like that, lantern in hand, slogging through the snow from house to house, making sure everybody's okay all night. That's Derek.
You've got Anchor Flight 757. Good idea.
Yeah. Basically, that's something I can recommend to anybody. Power banks. I've got a power bank I've had for 2-3 years now.
About 2 years.
About 2 years.
Yeah.
Okey-doke. So,
I think there's nothing wrong with having a selection of candles, knowing where they are, even tea lights, because tea lights give you light and heat. So
right, that's a fairly affordable power bank from Amazon.
Okay,
I've had that 2 years. I've used it on many adventures. It works superbly. It gives me, for those of you who've never seen these before,
you get a bit close because you're light.
Let me turn the light around that way. Right, so that gives me multiple sockets up there, 2 sockets there for 240, okay, or it will do 110. It basically works it out itself what you're trying to draw on it. Because with USB, charging ports and that down there. Now, this is a 350 watt power store. So this will run my computer for about 2 to 3 days. It will do hundreds of phone charges. When we go away for long weekends, 4 days, this runs every electrical appliance we need, lighting. It runs bits and pieces for the kitchen area. It does the whole lot.
It was looking into buying one. The gentleman had it. He had the one who's advertising. He used it for his kids to charge their phones up. So they all plug their phones in. But to test it, he actually used a strimmer in the garden and used that to run the strimmer. I've run angle grinders off it. I've run a little inverter welder off of it. So yeah, they are a good bit of kit. The guy that actually advised me on this, he's a great guy. So like a lot of us in the UK, he has a cheaper power supply or electrical supply by night than he does through the day, and he's now got 4 of these. So overnight he charges them. Then through the day, all the kids' PlayStations, all their gear, all the phones, anything like that needs charging and running off of that, including the TV. So when the electricity's at the high rate, he's laughing.
They're all running off of that. And again, of course, come this sort of situations like now, if we had a power outage here, it'd take me 15, 20 minutes just to plug the computer into that, plug a couple of other bits into that, and I can run my system onwards. Not that I would, because I don't see the computer as an absolute necessity.
See, like a phone, how many people run their phone right down? If you have a power cut now and you've got 3 or 5% on your phone, well,
yeah. And as Lee Michael said there, you can go with any decent battery inverter. Bob's your uncle. Yeah, good bits of kit, and their prices are coming down. You'll see some of these things set up to run whole houses for weeks on end. Okay, you don't need 5,000 watts. If you can afford it and you're going to lug it around, great. But a small unit like that, 350 watts, will do everything I need in an emergency.
John, those diesel heaters are brilliant.
Yeah. We
used to have one in a Land Rover because Land Rovers are not warm and their heaters don't work. And we had a 110. And we have those diesel heaters, and you literally sort of turned it on, and then like 10 minutes later, you go, can you turn that off? Because I'm starting to melt here.
I've got one in the trailer, the camper trailer, and I've got one in my workshop. Okay. Now, my workshop's open-sided because it's a forge, it's open-sided. So if I'm not running the gas, I've got the diesel air heater. They are brilliant. They're affordable for the money. I mean, don't buy an Urbaspatcher or anything like that because you just don't need to spend that money. But those Chinese diesel heaters, I can recommend to anybody. And actual fact, if push comes to shove, I've always said that I'd set the one up that I've got outside to warm the house, and I can guarantee that would heat my home efficiently and economically. Not a problem at all.
We've seen people that actually, they had like a workshop on their house, and they were running the diesel heaters to heat that. And they were saying their workshops, they're big, they were warmer than their houses were.
Got no issues with carbon monoxide poisoning and that, because exhaust vents are outside of the system. So they work absolutely superbly. I can recommend them to anybody that's looking at a heat source. You can run it on vegetable oil, you can run it on diesel. So basically any good clean oil. I've known guys that have run them on paraffin. So again,
so $135. It's probably about what we paid.
Yeah,
it's about what we paid.
That's
on
par with what we're paying
here.
It's
about 100, 110 quid.
Yeah.
Yes, we are, Timmy. We are.
John, pull the trigger, mate. If you're looking for an external heating system for anything at all, brilliant.
The piece of paper that's got the email address, we done with it.
Email address is
right. Timmy, what we're doing, that's our email address, hampshireoutdoors@mail.com, not Gmail, mail.com. We're getting what we're doing is we're asking if anyone would like to send us a message and let us know if you're interested in a meet up this year, so we can get everyone sort of named together. What we're going to try and do is find out who's interested. So
once we've got an idea of numbers, we can then look at dates and we can look at location.
And also, it means that Mick and Mac are able to know where about in the country you are, because what they'd like to do for 2024, they'd like to do is to visit a few people in their area.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some trips out and some adventures. We're going to be hopefully getting up to Scotland for a couple of days. We're going to be definitely getting over to Wales 2 or 3 times, down to the West Country. So as we travel through the country, if we know where you guys are, we can hit you up with an email and say, you know what, might be passing through. Might stop over for a day out in your area, have a meet up with you, have a brew, maybe go to your local woods, have a look at your setup. Okay, so yeah, that's options out there. It's not just a case of me saying, here I am in southern England, underneath my little bit of black tape up there. I can come out and see you guys and make more of an adventure of it. And the other thing is, I can put faces to names. We can create a video.
Timmy, we're Mac and Mike, we're based in Farnborough in Hampshire, so I don't know whereabouts in the southeast you are, but we've got quite a few in this sort of general area.
Dog Dad and that.
Yeah.
And again, got quite a few other creators. Got Benny. So let's make sure I don't miss anybody out, won't you, love? So we've got Derek Hang Tough over in the US of A. We've got Junkyard Fox, he's over in the US of A. We've got Benny Bushcrafter, he's up in, forgive me if I'm wrong, Benny, Yorkshire. Sam's Yorkshire Outdoors and Survival, that's Sam, he's up that way. We've got Bushcrafty Steve. We've got Stealth Car Camping, you're out in Wales, or I believe you're out in Wales. Double check, I've seen your videos are in Wales. Virginia Bushcrafter. Who else we got? Oh, blimey, I got loads of you. Okay, so we've got other creators as well, and that's the idea of this whole Sunday Social thing. I
will do that. I'll add it to your bio so it'll come up on your page.
Yeah. And the idea of this was to bring people together. Sunday Social isn't so much about me sitting here going, look, I'm whipping a stick, or I'm lighting a fire, or look what I've just bought. It's more about getting you guys together on the chat there so that you can make friends, make contacts, you never know. Find people that are local to you. That's how I found out about Dog Dad. I found out he was local to me. So the next do is hit him up with a message. Oh, hello, mate, you're local to me. How about getting together and having a brew? We did. And an afternoon in the woods, we did a little video, and the other 4 hours was just spent having a laugh and a joke, and a lot of stuff that you couldn't really show on camera. So, and again, that's the other nice thing about meeting up. We can meet up, we can have a laugh and a joke. It's not all on camera, it's off camera. You get to know one another, make friends and so on.
They've got a site, the woods that they use that's not far from us, but I know that there is plans. They did last year. They went down to a thing. What do you call it? A sort of stealth camp place in Devon. Yeah. Is it called Cornwall?
Stealth Car Camper. Well, you're going to be seeing 3 of us slogging up that lovely mountain. Probably a Penny Fan. Yeah, I've been down there and done all that before in my previous life. So we've set up this year Jason, who is often seen on the channel here, and he's never done it. Mac obviously as an ex para PTI and instructor, and myself in my previous career, we've been all over the Brecon Beacons. So we're dragging Jace down. Okay. We're dragging Jace down. We're taking her up to the top Penny Fan. Okay. So there's one where we will probably, if you're local and all the rest of it, do a meet up, get together, do it together. Local knowledge is always helpful. So again, in planning any adventure, that's another thing. If I know you're local, I can go to you for advice, where to park, You know, is there anything to watch for? What's the situation at the moment? What's the fire risk? What are the regulations? You know, it's having that local information is so important. And again, that's one of the things we want to build up with this channel, is so that people they realise that they've got mates all over the country, or in fact all over the world. You know, you suddenly find yourself going out to Portland, Oregon. You can get in contact with Derek. If you're going down to John's end of the world, down at Louisiana, I'm always forgetting. I get confused. Again, it's those links, contacts, and information. So
one that they did before Mick and Mac did was now these places, I'll say the names, they are real, right? They parked the car at the Jamaica Inn on Bodmin Moor, and then he walked.
We walked up the Cat's Hole.
Up the Cat's Hole and round Brown Willie.
Yeah. So
Brown Willie is the highest point in Cornwall.
So they're both tors. They sit opposite one another, big valley between them, and you have the Cat's Hole, and then you have Brown Willie
and Row Tor.
Yeah, and then just beyond that you have Row Tor, and then you drop down towards Camelford and out towards the coast.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. There we go. There we go. St. Louis, Missouri. There you go. Slap round the face. Sorry, John.
So who's doing the one of our people that are doing Hadrian's Wall? They're walking the entire Hadrian's Wall.
Oh, I can't remember who that was now. They were guys from the channel as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
So again, so that's the idea of Sundays. We've got this community.
Benny said that's the reason why cats don't like you.
Because I've been up the Cat's Hole.
Cat's Hole, Brown Willie, yeah.
It's, don't ask me where they get the names of these places from. But
there is a place in Cornwall called Splat. We've been through that, and we nearly did splat someone because they walked out in the road in front of us.
Dog Dad, I'm not repeating that, but everybody can see his comment. They get a few scratches as well, Tilly.
Yeah. We actually been to a place in Cornwall called Ding Dong.
Yeah.
And Car Fury.
Car
Fury and Ding Dong.
Yeah.
They've got a signpost with him standing going.
One of the pleasures, one of the nice things about getting off the beaten track in your travels, wherever you go in this world, and it doesn't matter what it is finding the little places. So over the years, we've just gone
right. We're going to go that way today.
Yeah, and we quite often will do a random selection on trips. So we might go up somewhere like West Coast of Scotland, and we'll go out for a day's driving. So we will top the tank off, make sure we've got all our supplies with us. We set no time limit, and I will literally look at Kaz, go right, no maps, random, left, right, left, right, left, right, and you end up on some of the tiniest little roads in the middle of nowhere. But that's the adventure. It is just finding those places that nobody else knows about, or nobody else goes to. Some of the most magic spots you'll ever find are just round the corner in a little valley, up a little tiny lane that everybody else drives past every single day because they're going to the castle or they're going down to the beach.
We went to Aberystwyth.
Yeah.
And we were going on this road, and in a distance you could see like these strange shaped buildings.
Huts, weren't they?
And once we got closer, it was actually an Iron Age village that had been reconstructed on top of the Iron Age village. And we were actually able to go around and see all the buildings, and they had all the people doing tapestry and cooking, and all the curly pigs, the ones with the curly coats.
Yeah. So sometimes the adventure can be literally around the corner. Sometimes the adventure might be 100, 200, 300 miles away. But it's get off that beaten track, find those little hidden gems, those little hidden secrets. Yeah, Ray, he does it all the time, exactly that.
Yeah.
Okay, so East Coast 500, been up there, been around that a couple of times. The only one I've not done is the pass, the Applecross Pass. It's like every time I got up there and said over years ago, do the Applecross, it doesn't come off, something else happens.
Ray, your puppy, she's gorgeous.
Yes, right.
Little Thistle,
Yeah.
a Norfolk Terrier cross Jack Russell. Lovely little
Stunning
dog.
little dog. Stunning little dog.
It's we at the moment, because I don't know if you're new to the channel, but I'm actually disabled. So I've got quite a big off-roady type mobility scooter, so I can still get about. And we got a trailer for that, and that sits behind. We got a Discovery 3 Land Rover.
Yeah, exactly, Benny. There's little places you find by accident. You know, absolutely. They're the fun. Those are the adventures. Cheers, Timmy. Thank you for subbing. I do appreciate, mate.
Also, if
you've got a channel yourself, I'll dive over and have a look and sub you back. Right? That's
yeah.
It's one of the things that
I'm a bit wild on my thing as well.
Yeah.
They keep on about putting a bigger engine in me.
Not a problem, Timmy. Not a problem. But thank you for your sub. It is appreciated. And welcome to us. And again, any of you guys, if you're on Facebook and you want to have a nose, Mac runs the Hampshire Hog Hunters Club, okay, which is an offshoot of the channel, and that's where he brings together people that are all sorts of experts, people with information, stories, people that have had adventures and so on Facebook, brings them together so they can again share information, okay. Yeah, that's the idea,
we've got
mate.
People that do
community
like
feel.
fishing, walking, hiking, camping, bushcraft, just generally prepping. It's such nice. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing, Timmy. It's one of these things. You've been doing YouTube. One of the things the only thing that tells you you're doing it right is the likes and the subs. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, when you first start out and you're looking at low figures, sometimes you do get it down and you think, "Oh, is it worth it?" I got to 1,000 subs, and I got to 1,000 subs and thought, "Blimey, you know, it's taken off. Oh, I'm really doing well on research." Do you know what? I've actually got the point where I've gone, "Do you know what? I'm happy."
We live for the Sunday social has become such a. It's just something you tried, and now we even did one for New Year's Eve because it being on a Sunday. We did a 4-hour, gone 4-hour one. That's
it. Kick and Killer, spot on. So I was trying to remember the Gaelic name for the Applecross Pass.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I'm glad you put that up there. Yeah, Pass of the Cattle, because it was the only safe route to get the cattle over down to the village of Applecross on the coast there. Yeah, wonderful, absolutely gorgeous.
So many videos of people taking blooming great big motorhomes down that. You think,
yeah, that's become an issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
As Matt can fill you guys in probably better than I can, but he has a friend who's a police officer up in that part of Scotland, and they really are having problems at the moment. It's not that they're anti vans, campers, and people having a great time, but you get some of these passes and some of these routes, and some of these roads are not.
You got to do like a switchback. You can't
not
do it
capable or not advisable for larger vehicles, and you're getting. I'm not talking the sensibly prepared guys, the sensible drivers, the ones that have the ability to actually judge the road sensibly because they're driving a larger vehicle, think about it sensibly. Those aren't the problem. However, for every 2 people that can actually drive a large van in the countryside, there are several people who really can't, in actual fact, should not be driving. And there are people going up in vehicles that are not prepared for these sort of environments, conditions, slopes, heights, and all the rest of it. And they're creating pandemonium. The other thing is there is a bit of a misconception that in Scotland you can camp absolutely anywhere. You can't. Okay, we'll get that one out the window straight away. You can't just camp anywhere. There are restrictions. There are restrictions on personal property. There's restrictions on causing distress or problems for people, i.e. putting up in their gardens on their ground and just sticking your tent up. Okay, there is no trespass law as such in Scotland. That's where this all comes from. Okay, and the Scottish have always been great at welcoming people in to enjoy their countryside and their environment, and I'm pretty sure Mac will agree with me. There is nobody from Scotland that wants to see all the holiday makers, hikers, walkers, visitors and that booted out. What they are asking for up there is for people to be a little bit more sensible and a little bit more thoughtful, maybe to the locals. Okay, things like bus bays in tiny little single track roads aren't your overnight park up, because that is the bus stop for that community, for people to get to work, home from work, to and from school, and possibly anywhere else they need to go to. And that's the sort of issue they're having, where people are suddenly pulling up all their vans. And, oh, there's a lay-by. It's not, it's a bus stop, parking up at the bus stop, getting out and then walking up a mountain.
Yeah, tell me what we had a friend of ours built a trailer for us. The trailer, and it's got a front locker that my mobility scooter fits in, so it goes like that across like that across the vehicle. Trailer comes out like that, and the end opens up, and there's bed in there. It's just big enough for the sort of large bed, isn't it? And we've got a kitchen on the outside, and we've got
me and my bloodline are all from North Cornwall. Okay, and if you speak to my family members, especially who are still down there farming and that, and you say about the problems that we get in the summer with the tourists, now we love the tourists down there. The tourists bring in trade. That's what the country or the county has survived on for donkey's years. However, one of the pet hates down there is caravans, wobble boxes as we like to call them. Okay, and it's not so much the caravan that's the issue. All right, it's not so much the fact that people enjoy caravanning that's the issue. It's when you've got somebody trying to get a 6'6" wide caravan down a 5'8" wide lane, who doesn't know how to reverse, and has not looked at the map, not looked at their route, not thought about it, and suddenly found himself in that situation where, if you take the village of St. Morgan, pretty much one road in, one road out, and if that gets blocked, everything comes to a stop. It's an absolute dead end, and then you've got to try and find somebody to come in and either throw them out the car and reverse it up, which is what tends to happen now. The local farm lads will come down and go, "Get out the bloody thing, I'll reverse you back up the lane," and they will. Yeah, it becomes an issue, but it's not a hatred of the visitors.
Timmy, that's ideal car camper. Like I say, you got an awning on it. You got everything else there. Yeah. And it's the same as us. We got the awning that goes on the back of ours is one for the VW camper.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing.
And the side awning that pulls out.
So if it was just down to me, right, bad weather, I'd crash in the motor. Good weather, I'd crash out in the wild. Kaz can't sleep on the floor anymore. Okay, so I have to think about her. So at the end of the day, we go a little bit more comfortable. We've had the trailer built so that mobility scooter goes. Yeah. Kaz can get a good night. She can still come out, share an event, share the countryside.
Front wheels are like that. Back wheels like that.
Yeah.
And off-roady.
Yeah.
And it means I can travel about. I just put it in the trailer.
Yeah, and exactly that. And I won't take from anybody that enjoys a motorhome. Why not? At the end of the day, it's get out, have your adventures, enjoy yourself. Whether you drive a caravan, whether you drive a motorhome, whether you pull a trailer, whether you hike 15 miles into the extreme with a gear on your back, get out there and enjoy it.
You've got roof tents, you got your drive away tents. Yeah. There's so much opportunity to get out and
modify your gear. Yeah. Build it to suit you as well. Yeah.
Well, welcome to our channel anyway.
Welcome, Timmy.
And I hope you enjoy your Sunday night. And
and we're here every Sunday. So it's a bit slow this week. Me personally, I'm a little bit. How can I put this? Yeah, I've had a rough couple of days. Basically with the old noggin. I've been a bit stuck for the last 48 hours. So I will admit, I'm not quite my usual bouncy, happy self. But again,
igloo weather, definitely, Lee.
Yeah, it is. In fact, actually, I I think they've got teams out there at the moment trying to dig the haggai out because it's coming into breeding season for the haggai, and they're suffering on the mountains, having their little short leg. You know, they get lost in the snow.
But yeah, it's quite nice. You've got so many different people from different areas. It's nice, and for the chance to get up and meet everyone, great. We had our friend had a sprint. Do you have a sprint one?
Yes, Jason had a sprinter. We had the Vito.
We had a Vito.
Worked well for us. Yeah. Exactly that. And it's find what suits you. Hang tough.
Derek. Derek.
No storm can keep me away from my favourite Sunday social. Excellent. Still no power. Range gas generator delivery. It's on its way now. 12 degree feels like
bless you, Derek. You are a hero. You really are. Derek,
I was telling everybody about it earlier on, mate. I hope all's good. I hope that tree is still hanging on in there. If we do lose you for any reason, Derek, no, everybody here is sending their love, thoughts, and prayers to you, brother. Just keep yourself warm and safe. That's the main thing.
12 degrees.
That's cold. Yeah, it's cold. That's cold. Oh.
But just shows you, as you said, you never know when a situation changes that quickly, and with you having all your stuff and so generously sharing out with your friends. Bless you.
Yeah. Oh, that film last night worth mentioning. What was that called?
I can't remember the name of it now, Mac.
It'll come back to me in a minute, Mac.
It was on Netflix, wasn't it?
It was on Netflix.
And that was... oh,
come on. What was that film called?
Matt, can you remember the name of that film? Because I've forgotten the name.
Basically, we watched a film last night.
Let's name one.
Yeah. We watched a film last night, and
we've got Mac.
Gave a very good example of what would happen when things go wrong. It was really, really
End
good.
Of the World.
End of the World. Okay, so End of the World. It was
very thought-provoking, that one.
Very, very good. Very good. Weird ending. We'll tell you now. Weird ending. But it was a great look at how people's brains work. Very well thought out how people's brains work when it all suddenly goes to crap. Okay. It's worth a watch. I will say that much. It was fictional. Still can't figure out what the bloody deer were doing.
No.
But yeah, well worth a watch. Well worth a watch if you're interested in that.
That tree situation. Is really leaning. I've just got myself a nice sort of wool type
Sticks. Hello, mate.
Skirt. Scottish skirt.
Sticks.
Good evening,
how you
Sticks.
doing, mate? Yeah. Hope you're good. Because you're a little bit further north than us and up on the towards the east, I believe. So yeah, you might get some snow. You find all ours is going to France.
Yeah, they sold us all the south.
Yeah, sold us out. Me and Mac had plans. We were going to go out, capture that llama in the field below the woods, hollow it out, climb in it, do an overnight video inside a llama. But
it's not snow. Star Wars, love.
Can't do it now, can we?
Look forward to seeing your update.
Yes, Derek. We'll look forward to seeing the update. And again, like I say to all of you, hang tough, Derek here. He's in Portland in Oregon. They've just gone through a severe weather situation up there. They have no power in the town. He has spent the previous pretty much 24 hours caring for somebody who's in a very difficult situation. It's got a tree overhanging the house at about 15 degrees. If I was there, I would be there.
That's a big old tree.
But again, he's handling it. And if it wasn't for the fact that he was one of us, might find it more difficult.
Funny you say that, Lee. Up in our loft, we have got, you bought some several years ago. It's a BMW sled.
That was one Chris got us, wasn't it?
Yeah, and this is
it's actually a
luge thing, and it comes in a bag that zippers out into like 4 segments. So if we do get snow, but I wouldn't want to go down a slope on that because it's so aerodynamic. I mean, we paid 70 quid for that, didn't we?
Scottish skirt is called a kilt, Kaz.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. It's not quite a kilt though. It's good. It's quite longer, but
yeah. So it's put it this way: her skirt's a lot longer than my kilts, and I
keep your feet warm.
Do have a kilt? Yeah, good Cornishman. I've got my Cornish kilt.
It's got a black one.
Celtic dress system. So yeah, I wear a black kilt. Just plain black wool for me. Because we're boring old Cornwall. You've only got to look at our flag. Bit monochrome, the Cornish flag. It's black and white. So there we go. Don't wear a sporran in Cornwall, funny enough, although I'm starting to see a lot of them coming out in what they like to call the Cornish national
It's quite cold
now.
here, and as I said earlier, Friday, Willow went and had a bath and pamper. So we're probably not his favourite people at the moment because he's still fluffy, but you can see his eyes now. But the look, he's behind there.
Yeah, he is.
The look is mum and dad. Oh, he's saying I'm running away.
Uncle Derek wants to see you.
Come on,
you'll make Uncle Derek feel nice and warm out there in Portland, Oregon.
Get a bit closer, you can see. See, he has got eyes. Well, sort of. See it. Willow.
There you go. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, it's not that
bad. Big yawn. Big yawn, eh, pup?
But you can actually see his face now. I know he's been traumatised. Yes. What's made it worse is a little lad. They've obviously trimmed all over. So not only does his little butthole as he walks away, but when he lays on his back, he likes to spread his legs. So he just got new-news in the face.
Yeah. So, and okay, because he's a pup, he won't get his full cut for another few months.
Yeah, it's March.
Just
he's
trim around his face and that.
But oh, really? We're keeping you up?
Yeah, it's been busy. Been busy. Got PTSD.
Yes. So anyone knows any good dog therapists out there? Willow needs one because he's been abused.
Yeah, but he's a happy little soul. Happy little soul, isn't he? Yeah. There you go.
Granddaughter saw him yesterday on a phone video chat. And she goes, "Monkey!"
Called a monkey. It's not fair, is it, mate? Okay, right, I'll let you down there because you wait, son. So again, dogs. Bushcraft, survival, prepping, dog's your best friend.
He actually, his favourite thing is satsumas. Weirdly enough, isn't it? He does like a satsuma.
Kids used a plastic feed sack stick across the end. Not both ones.
Yeah, we used to use feed bags.
There we go. So what was your memory of childhood and snow? And whilst you're thinking about it, I shall regale you with one of mine. My fondest memory of snow was being about 14 years old and having, as I said in the past, I had 3 younger brothers. And my mum, it snowed. We had one of those, we don't often get it down here, but we'd had a snow and it had been about 3 or 4 inches over about a week-long period. And then all of a sudden it went crystal clear, absolutely still nights, chronic frost. but we had a full moon. And my mum took me and my brothers out for a walk. And we must have walked a good 10 miles that night. We walked from pretty much a place called Merrow, just outside Guildford. We walked up over the South Down or North Downs, down to almost Sheer and back again. And most of it was on literally through the woods, through the back country. And it was just absolutely still. It was a beautiful night. It stands with me to this day as a very, very fond memory. Often me and my mum talk about it. I mean, it was beautiful. And because we had the full moon, clear sky and the snow, it was like walking in dusk. It was absolutely perfect. I can still remember the sounds, that muffled sound that you get when you've got a good bed of snow in a forest. Absolutely peaceful and beautiful. And I can remember getting home. We had an open fire in the house. I got home. My dad was sat there. He just looked at us. He went, "Hey, you bloody idiots are back. I suppose I better put the kettle on." He thought we were crazy, but it was a beautiful, beautiful time. Yeah.
Always found the feed bag was a good idea down the hill at my uncle's farm. The only problem was, if you went just a little bit too far, you had a big metal water trough for the cows right in the bottom corner.
Dong. Yeah, they're feed sacks first. Now there's a video.
Mini bonnets make good sleds too.
There's a video out on Facebook somewhere of me going down a armoured recovery slope in the snow, and that was a bad decision, because an armoured recovery slope is about 150 meters long. It's that sort of an angle, and it's solid concrete, and it's wide enough that armoured recovery vehicles can be towed up it and down it, and it's to teach you guys basically how to do it. Big concrete turning point at the top and the bottom. And it had snowed one year, and I was out in the training area with a very good friend of mine, Bill, trundling around, and we ended up at the top of this, looking down at this slope, and he said to me, "God blimey, but you wish you had a sledge now, didn't you?" And I looked at it and I thought, you know what have I got? And I looked at the back of the vehicle, and there was a spare wheel cover over the spare wheel. So I hoiked this off.
It's a slightly thicker middle, isn't it?
The solid plastic base to it. So I hoiked that off, put it on the deck, and I said to him, "I'll film this with my phone going down. I'll control myself with my feet, and I'll just scoot down it." It was all right for the first 5 feet, and then it got icy, and feet just skipped off. And it was literally all the way to the bottom where it had been rippled and the snow had melted and slid a bit.
When they actually lifted it up, you could see that it was worn almost through it.
It did ruin my back for days afterwards. It was hammered myself. But again, you do these silly things because up here,
I think you
still 10 years old.
Remember digging out. Lee was saying that his dad loaded him down to dig out.
Yeah, digging out.
They'd been stealth had them up to upstairs windows,
opening the door and having the snow coming off way out the front door.
No, see, we never, because where I come from, Surrey, we never had that.
Sorry, no, very sophisticated in Surrey. They do not allow it, you know.
Mum still made me walk to school a mile with my sister and my brother and the other little fledglings that they go, "Oh, my daughter will take your kids." You know, they've got a flock of kids I used to take to school.
Yeah, stealth car, I remember that. In fact, it was 83, 84. And the snow stayed that year for weeks and weeks and weeks. Even in Surrey, even in the Hampshire area, we had snowdrifts at the side of the road 3 to 4 feet deep, which it's unheard of. Never seen it since, not in this area.
Yes, Benny. Yes, you do so many a thing. And sometimes
it's true, Benny.
You sort of go through what you did in your childhood. We used to do that when we were in a motorcycle, motorcycle club, and then you suddenly realise that your eldest son is actually sitting there and looking at you and say, "You did what?" Yeah, oops. Yeah. Don't listen, son.
Timmy's a 70s baby. Welcome, Timmy. I'm a 60s baby myself.
Me, Mick, and Mac, all 1965 babies. I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
And Max the eldest.
But, and here's a lesson for you younger ones. Do you know what? Age really doesn't matter. The only thing age limits is how fast the bones heal and how supple you are, really. Because up there, and I think everybody else will agree with me, up there, I am still a young lad of late teens. You know, I still want to have all my adventures. I still look at things and go, I'm doing that, and I can hear my bones and body going, oh no,
Benny, you're only just a couple of years older than our eldest son.
Benny, I won't tell you what I was doing when I was 36. Because of the Official Secrets Act, but yeah, young at heart, and that's the thing you got to be. That's the secret to it. I have in the last 10 years, many a time, had various people, including a commanding officer, look at me and go, Mr. Mitchell, do you think it's time to grow up?
I was told that.
And I often look back at them and go, yeah, possibly. Tried that once, found it extremely boring, no sense of humour, and achieved me absolutely nothing. Okay? No, be a kid. I've said it on some of my videos before now. Allow yourself at times to be that kid. It is brilliant for your mental health.
Me, I am terrible for fart humour. Yeah, and I love to go out in our Land Rover. I don't mind getting muddy.
But did you die?
I don't care if I break my nails. You know, it's fun. And someone said to me, he said, you know, you're over 50 now. Don't think you should.
Go, John. Right. So what we'll do is we're going to make that a channel mantra from now on.
Yeah? Good evening, Sam.
Yeah. The channel mantra for all you guys out there want to pick it. We'll see how far we can spread this in the bushcrafting, survival, and prepping world from now on. Okay. Your standard answer to most things is but did you die?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see how far we can push that around the world. Hey up, Sam. How's you doing? Hope you're good, mate. Andy outside.
Good evening,
mate.
Andy.
How you doing? Excellent. Good to see you.
I hope you're well, Sam.
Oh, there's some round patches with it on there. Well, I'll have to get that one.
Bloody freezing. Yeah, it's cold.
Exactly that, Timmy. But did I die? Did I?
Before you come on, we're just stating that Willow's been to the groomers and he's not happy with us.
But did you die, Sticks? Exactly.
Stealth, really? Sorry.
Yeah.
So.
He's battle-lid, Kaz. I'm sorry, Stealth. That's
sorry.
My wife has to take it to the basement level.
-2. And you didn't die.
You didn't die, though, Andy.
I'm so sorry.
I should hope not, Stealth. Sewing that Velcro on could be extremely painful.
What could be useful if you had a glow-in-the-dark patch? Sticker.
No. That's why men's hands and arms and bodies are designed that way. It instinctively goes to the spout. -3 up there at the moment.
Sam,
sure.
Derek is in Hang Tough. He's in America, and they've had power outage for hours and hours. It was 6 hours this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, Derek, is it 15 degrees? Is it 15 degrees? Which to us is, it's bad, isn't it?
Let's see what we are at the moment here. At the moment,
Benny, his wife hit a toe on the door, and he said, "Yeah, but did you die?"
Okay.
Perfect.
So here at the moment we're at a balmy 40 degrees. Okay, in Farnborough. So yeah, that's 40 degrees F. So if we
cold.
If we do a conversion on that, come on.
You can't be without the good old British Army sleeping bag and the Gore-Tex one.
No, in actual fact, sorry, I'm wrong. That was through the day today. We're at 27 now.
We're at 27, not 40.
Yeah.
So what is that in?
Yeah, so if I do a conversion on that, 27.
Yeah, so Willow lost lots of fur, but he didn't die. You started something now.
-2.
So you've got -2.
-2.7 here. Okie dokie. There we go. Yeah, I'm not good at doing the equations. You should have seen me. I put up the video earlier this week and I had the wind chill and all that stuff on that. Oh, trying to work that out. I started off trying to do it. Well, what's the equation? I'll do it by the equation. No, in the end, I Googled it. It was a lot easier.
Oh.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Dog Dad. Celsius, definitely all the way. If it's above 0, it's warm. If it's below 0, you're dead.
Benny.
Benny. Benny. Well done, Benny. Yeah, exactly. That good old British Army Arctic sleeping bag.
I'm glad you didn't die.
Yeah, exactly that, Andy.
That's running. That's gonna faint again.
That's gonna be cold, isn't it? Stealth. Yeah, -3. I saw your video up in the woods. That.
They're saying for us in the south, we're probably going to be hitting -5 at night, aren't we? Here.
Yeah.
But would you die?
-4 up in Yorkshire every night this week.
It just don't do what his mate did. Yeah. Pee on an electric fence.
No, Benny, I would never apply that one to your daughter. No, we wouldn't say, did you die? No. Katrina, all right. The easiest way to find out is just no. I won't say.
I like that, Andy. That's very, very good. Very good. -17. He's got John's got -17.
1 degree. Oh, -17. Bloody hell.
This is Andy says, I changed the colour of my DPM smock a couple of weeks ago. So did I die? Yes. Ray,
great comment. It's minus cold, but sat by the fireside. Okay, yeah,
has exactly the phone arrived yet?
Yeah. I won't be cold, Katrina, but the ladies have a temperature indicator which men and boys like to look at. Dog Dad, take it easy, mate. You've been a bad hubby. Oh, shame on you, Brian. Shame on you. Yes, Lee, feet. Women's feet tend to become firm and pointy when cold. 2 good points, Andy. Very rude. Academic.
It's rude to point.
It's a scientific survival technique, okay, and it's an observational technique. But I will say to you guys, there are ways of observing and ways of observing. There is the sly glance, okay, which definitely is going to serve you better than the prolonged stare.
Oh, no fault it. Oh.
Okay, so there we go. And of course, the old one, which will never get you any brownie points, is turning to a young lady in the cold and saying, if I twiddle that, can I get Radio 1? It's not never seen as funny. No falls yet.
So, Benny, where's your cat? Has it disappeared outside because, your cat heard his voice again?
Oh, no. Stop frightening this cat. I've got to stop talking about the cat's hole.
Oh.
Oh. Well. God, razor rash.
Well, tonight, Kaz is mostly on the Iron Brew.
Yep, Kaz is on Iron Brew. Mickey's on Coke Zero. And still no smoking. Second week without a cigar. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, the usual thing is Camel Wheel nuts. It's,
God, wet duffel coats. Duffel coat. Can you remember?
No.
Who remembers a duffel coat? Cool. I remember going to school in my duffel coat. Unfortunately for me, mine had a building company logo stamped across the back of it. Oh yeah, I think it was Murphy's or something. I'd stamped across the back of my school duffel jacket.
Yeah.
Camel wool one. Oh,
nice.
That'll keep you warm. Camel wool, can't go wrong with a bit of wool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I can't remember his name now.
Donkey jackets.
Yeah.
You don't see to read donkey jackets anymore, do you?
Yeah. Donkey jackets. That was it. Sorry, that was what I was thinking about. Duffel coats.
Benny, is your cat?
Duffel coats had the
cat
bone.
got an addiction to smelling rubber.
Donkey jacket. That was the one I had. I wanted a duffel coat with a hood and it, and my dad got me a donkey jacket.
Yeah,
as
bone
long as she's
toggles,
happy.
Yeah.
Bone toggles, yeah. Oh,
Mind you, I used to have I think 1980. That's when all the blanket coats were in that the girls wore. The long ones in the winter, and they had the bone toggles on them.
Well, that was it. I mean, so here's an idea for you. This is Mickey going to school. Okay, in probably about 1974, 1976. So middle of winter would have been short trousers, pair of black standard wellies with a pair of white wool fisherman socks pulled up and rolled over the top 1 or 2 inches of the welly, short trousers, because that's what you wore to school in my day. I would have had a white shirt on, cotton, and I would have had a donkey jacket over the top of that, like I say, with Murphy's. That wasn't that bad, but it was that type of jacket over that. Balaclava, knitted by my mum, out of wool. Set of mitts, knitted by my mum, out of wool, with the Wally cord running up over the shoulders. Okay, that was pretty, and I think pretty much every kid of my generation was the same.
Your cat likes sitting in your daughter's paint.
Snorkel jackets, I remember when they came in, I lost it after one of them.
Oh. Was this before or after he first made your cat jump? Has he traumatised your cat that much that it's got to sit in paint? The donkey jacket.
Plastic over the shoulders, yep. Kept the water off. Yeah.
I don't remember. Well, I'll leave that Guinness can alone.
Do you remember the years they never changed the clocks?
Oh no, Sticks! That's awful. God, I hope you didn't have PE.
Oh dear. Yeah. Traumatised. Hey,
there's nothing wrong with weird.
Childhood of a certain generation. Green Park with red lining.
Oh, the ones that make you look like Thingy from South Park.
Like him, Kenny.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Mind you, used to when in the winter, you used to wear some of my leg warmers underneath your jeans, didn't you?
Oh crikey! Yeah, on the motorbike, early days, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. God. I bet he didn't want for much. But did you dye sticks? Exactly.
But you
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
And who always had the, Wally mitts? You got the gloves on the string that went inside your jacket.
Apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a pair of Wally mitts.
You died in the spot.
Yeah. You had a couple of moments like that as a kid.
I can't believe if someone pulled your mitt out.
Right. So the other thing we had it ruined me for years. This. So I went to school off of agricultural land, so I wore wellies to school. I got into my teens. I can't be asked to take a pair of bloody shoes as well. I wear my bloody wellies all day. I'm a farm boy. I can wear a pair of wellies all day and get away with it. So I go to school with my wellies, and the school just about allowed it. Okay, and then they did like a show us yours day. The kids got to bring in their model kits, and other kids got to bring in their hobbies and their interests. I went to school with my ferrets in my pocket, and from that day forth, I was called Compo. For many, many years, my nickname was Compo. Okay, those of you that are British and remember Last of Summer Wine.
I think I remember my brother.
I was the world's youngest Compo.
Putting papers in his jacket, but I used to use the hamster bedding. Used to stuff it in my boots, especially the toes.
Yeah.
Stop your feet getting cold.
Yeah. Works. Anything works. Adapt.
It's funny how parents do that. They say, "Oh, you'll grow into it," and you never do.
Yeah, you'll grow into those boots, son. Don't worry about it. They'll slap your wellies on your calves. Slap. Oh yeah, school days. Oh yeah. I remember we had a lad at school where he was always showing off. He was one who always had. He always had the latest stuff and the best stuff and all the rest of it. And he decided to pick on me one day, and he was going on about how he had this and that, and how his dad had bought him a little scrambler. And I turned around and said, "That's nothing." I said, "I got 250 in the garden, which I get to ride around at our fields." And he was like, "No, you haven't." So I said, "I have." "No, you haven't." So yes, the rest of the week was full of lots of bullying and carrying on about what he did have and what. I said, so I took him. I got him round on the Saturday. Yeah, brought him in. Yeah, liked his motorbike, a little DT50 thing. Nothing compared to my Honda 250 K4. Yeah, I liked his air rifle. It was okay for a cheap air rifle for that garden. He was impressed with my 410 shotgun.
Should we take him to school?
I didn't invite him round home. So he was even more impressed at the fact that I had access to farmland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like he never picked on me again after that. Showed him up. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They say mums and dads just say weird things like that.
I'll give you something worth crying about.
Yeah, and every word got a.
Yeah. I'll give you something worth crying about. You break your neck, I'll kill you. Yeah, ex-army kit for school. God, blimey. In fact, actually, one of the coolest jackets I ever had. I just left school, and I found in a charity shop. I actually got an old battle dress, an old Second World War genuine item battle dress top. Fucking I had that for a good couple of years. That. Anyway, it was a time when nobody was interested in that sort of thing. It'd have been worth a bloody fortune. Now, it still had all the patches and that on it. That'd have been worth having.
Well,
yeah, say that again, I dare you. Yeah. If you laugh, first
yeah,
one to get a laugh,
boys,
you're going to get
first
it.
one to laugh gets it.
It's guaranteed. Yeah, me and my brothers, there's 4 of us. If my old man wanted to know who was guilty, that's all he'd do. He'd just line us up and he'd go, the first one of you that laughs is going to get it. And that was it, sniggering and start. He knowing full well that you were going to get it. And you put the sniggering would start. Yeah, great bit of kit, man.
Yeah, I'll give you something to cry about, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
And if you don't eat your dinner, you're going to have for pudding and breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, breakfast pudding, breakfast, dinner and tea.
Yeah. And kids these days think they got it hard.
Yeah. Hiya, Percy. Hope you're all good.
Good, Percy.
Yeah, the colds have all gone. I hope you're all good out there. What's the temperature? Go on, Percy. Let us all know. What's the temperature like out there? Because pretty much we're ranging from -17 with John to pretty much a high of -3 here.
We got -2. Sam's got -3.
Of course, the other one that used to be the one that used to frighten you so much when you were a kid, which was you.
Yeah, that's a good one, Sam. How do you want to feel about it? How do you
feel about it? Or the one that used to terrify me was, right, your father comes home.
Yeah. You wait till I tell your dad.
Yeah, cool, blimey. Yeah.
Oh, dog?
My dog appears to have let one go. And in that unique way that only a dog or a cat can. I will just say silent but deadly. If you see me and Kaz fading, passing out, losing consciousness, okay?
And the camera melting, it's him.
Oh, blimey, dog.
Jeez.
Hang on, excuse me. I'm just going to give a squirt of the air freshener.
Dog, what have you? Well, I know what you've eaten. You've had that fresh stuff. You got 80 degrees.
80 degrees. Oh.
So you got it's actually 25. I don't think we should really inflict poor old Phil and Tracy to that. Sam to open the window.
Yeah, definitely a SBD. Whoa. He's looking proud of it. He said, "Oh, I made that. That was me." Blimey. Yeah, I was always more worried by my mum than my dad. I knew what I was going to get from the old man.
Yeah, my mum was wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
That left a welt.
He is owning it.
He's revenge for the haircut. You nasty little thing.
E-Port, hi mate, how you doing?
Hi E-Port.
How's the weather where you are? Same question I'm asking everybody tonight.
So far, Percy's winning when it been 25 degrees. We've got -2. Sam's -3. John's -17.
Oh, blimey. So yeah, childhood, eh? And did it do us any harm? Not really.
Did it make us tough?
It made us a bit tougher. Taught us responsibility. It taught us to be responsible for our actions. To accept that if you've done wrong, you're going to get punished, and to own it.
Yes, and we didn't die, Benny.
Exactly that, Benny. We didn't die, and it did. It taught us to take it, deal with it.
Yeah.
It taught us responsibility.
Nowadays, some children they have their phone taken away, all their computer games, and they have a flipping meltdown.
exactly that, Sam. And yeah, of course, and that's one thing that I remember. Poor Sam lost his parents at an early age. So, Sam, I'm sorry if this is a little bit emotive and difficult for you. Yeah, do apologise there, mate. I hadn't thought of that. 3 degrees. Ebort Wild's got it nice then. He's at 3 degrees. Big accidents that you had when you were a kid. Oh, blimey. Yeah. Lots of silly things.
Did I have any accident? I had my tonsils out when I was 6, and I had a vitamin deficiency, so my blood didn't clot. So I was in hospital for 2.5 months with that.
I learned the cows kick sideways and not backwards whilst demonstrating.
Yeah, people don't realise that cows kick. Yeah.
Yeah. I got kicked in the lower, or just below the knee in the shin bone by a cow. That was a Frisian, and I thought, "Oh, blimey, that hurts," as you do, laying on the ground screaming your lungs out because it's your shin. And went home and hobbled around for about 4 weeks, and it was only sort of 20 years later, having an X-ray for something else, they went, "Hey, you broke your leg."
Our sons, we've got 2 sons, there's Christopher and Dan. When they were about, it must have been 3 and 4, because they're only not much age difference between them, or maybe a little bit older. They were having an argument, and they got one of those little tiny electrical screwdrivers, and they're having a tug of war with it, saying, "I want to owe it," and we told them, it said, let go, and one did.
Yeah, they were.
And Chris managed to get it right in the.
I was confronted with my lads whose hands went to his front like that, with a screwdriver poking out of his eye, and what had happened? It actually went straight down the tear duct.
Just missed his important vein, but said his little screwdriver sticking out of his eye. Yeah, that was pretty.
They were pretty much bulletproof. Yeah, there was a couple of things I'm not going to really discuss on the channel here because I don't want to feed anybody's kids with some very, very bad ideas or plans. And some things that today would be, from a legal point of view, quite probably a bit questionable. I mean, at one point as a kid, you have your adventures, you build your fort.
Oh, Rally Chopper, my brother had one of those.
Yeah, and then you go to war with all the neighbours' kids, don't you? Yeah. Shooting one another with air rifles is probably
my worst one I ever had was really coming off my bike.
Yeah.
Always coming off my bike. I got it for Christmas Day and Boxing Day. I slid down a concrete road that's entrance way to the concrete works beside our house, and took most of the skin off my leg.
Got run over by a postman. Taken home. I was on my brother's push bike, his new push bike he got for his birthday. That was a silly thing. So I was doing my paper round, and I'm on my brother's push bike. Borodix mine had a puncture. And I thought, no, he's going to notice. It's early hours in the morning. He's not going to be up for a couple of hours. I'll go do my paper round. Got the paper round done. I was cycling home, and it's a racing bike. And for some reason, I suddenly thought, I wonder if you can ride a push bike with your hands crossed like that. You can't. Okay. And I went down, and the vehicle behind me, or it was coming up behind me, was a post office van. Missed me, but definitely didn't miss the push bike. So
those days, Andy, our bikes, the abuse you give them. I mean, they haven't head on with a car, and they had your forks to replace.
Yeah, I can't go wrong with that.
You went into the back of your mate, turned his lights off in his car, didn't you?
Duncan Gill. Yeah. Destroyed the back of his Allegro with my motorbike. That left me. That dislocated both my kneecaps at the same time. That was screamers. Martin, in fact, Martin that comes on here sometimes, MOD tech. He was with me that night. It was him that put my knees back in, and then they sort of lugged me off, and eventually I went to the hospital. And that led to for weeks after that, I couldn't walk properly. I was in absolute screaming agony. But he used to travel around in his Reliant Regal Supervan Mark III, and me in the passenger seat, hobbling about.
Oh, you just got your brother in the leg with a fork in the shin. Oh,
Benny.
Benny.
So, Benny, have you spoken to a psychologist about these things? Nicotine pouch. I think you may need to speak to the doctor.
I used to sneak into my grand's kitchen and stand on a chair and get to the top of her larder and nick the OXO cubes. I used to eat them as they were. Why I didn't go down with salt pork, I just don't know. They went for a stage at school. People were eating OXO cubes, or they used to get some like a soup one.
Yeah.
It's quite softy. Yeah. It used to be for soups, and they used to eat them.
No, couldn't do that. Oh. Yeah.
Eating the heads off them. But be about at Christmas as well, weren't you? Santas.
Oh, do you remember the boys with Bandit?
Yes, we had a Jack Russell called Bandit, and the boys never got to eat their chocolate Santas because Bandit always stole them.
Every year for about 4 years, we tried everything to stop Bandit. The first year was just a fluke. He was he's a Jack Russell. And this particular year, the boys weren't much of toddlers at that first year, were they? And Bandit.
Like, was it Christmas? Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas was about 5. Yeah, Christmas was about 5. Dan was about 4. So this Christmas they sat there. They've got their little chocolate Santas and they're unwrapping them, sitting
at
there
the coffee table. Yeah,
at the coffee table. And all of a sudden, this Jack Russell sort of went, oh, like that, and managed to grab both chocolate Santas as he went through. By the time he got to the other end of the room, all that's left is a bit of foil paper and one very fat, very happy Jack Russell full of chocolate. Okay, who then led us to sitting there with him for days thinking, is he going to die or is he going to make it? The following Christmas, exactly the same thing happened. So the third Christmas, the boys separated, and by now they're a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and are trying exactly the same thing again. The fourth Christmas, right, the boys didn't even get their chocolate Santas. He had them off the tree beforehand. So Bandit, the chocolate Santa fiend. Other than that, he was a brilliant dog, but he did like a chocolate Santa.
And he used to have a pet crow, and he used to preen its feathers in his granddad's is it rum?
Brandy.
Brandy, that's it. It used to clean itself with brandy.
Beaky. Yeah.
Oh, brown sauce butties. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear, Sam. We ended up Great Ormond Street.
That's not
so
good,
your cousin
Sam.
likes gravy. Well, I suppose you like hot.
But did you die, Sam? Oh, yeah, Bovril, Oxos.
No, Sam, Benny was saying his cousin comes round and he always has a cup of gravy rather than tea or coffee.
Do you know what? I can get that. I can get that because I've years and years ago I did. Do you remember the stag I did? Mac, I remember the stag I did where I covered Christmas for like 4 or 5 days and night shifts. Yeah, I ended up doing that there. It was literally I was it's long cold shifts and that, and I was like bloody starving. What am I going to have? And I went and bought a packet of gravy granules because I didn't have any Oxos, and I was literally making up mugs of gravy, making cheese sarnies up, dipping it in the hot gravy and munching that. So yeah, I can get that. Now there's another essential question of life, isn't it? That you got to know about people. How thick do you like your gravy?
Right. Thick.
So should the spoon be able to stand up in the gravy pot? Or do you like gravy that pours? Do you like gravy that sticks to the mashed potato? Or do you want your gravy to run off your mashed potato? Do you like a runny gravy or a thick gravy?
I like nice thick gravy especially on
Timmy's
liver
right.
and bacon.
Like double cream. Yeah, good description there,
Yeah.
Timmy. That's about right. Double cream.
Yeah. None of that stuff you can see through. When you go pick your fork up, it shoots it off the plate and takes your peas with it. Oh, brown sauce.
Brown sauce sarnies with chips. Yeah, go with that. Really thick. Yeah, see, this is the thing. So why so everybody sort of comes back to that. Good thick gravy should stick to your ribs, okay? So why do they make this stuff and all this the gravy like custard? Yeah.
Yeah, I could. Shall I tell it? Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
My apologies beforehand. Andy was saying that he lived in a bedsit and the bloke kept nicking his milk. We had the same when Crystal was a newborn baby.
Yeah.
Someone kept nicking our milk out of the fridge. We shared the house with 3 Scottish lads, 12 Geordies, me and you, and an old boy at the front. So what I did was I expressed milk and filled the milk thing put some in the milk,
which was clearly labelled Mick and Kaz's milk.
And put it back in the fridge, and as usual, the milk went. So then you went and said to him and said, "Oh, who's stolen the milk?" And, "Oh, no one's touched it because it's for the baby. It's breast milk. We never had milk go missing again."
No, in fact, Kenner's spat half of his breakfast across the table, didn't he? And then said, "No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me." But yeah, God, I have a good thick gravy. Oh, I do like thick gravy. Got to stick to your ribs.
Yeah.
Some baby laxative in the milk. Yeah, that'll do the job. Oh, yeah.
Well, Benny, your wife hates it when you make it thick. Sorry.
I apologise. That's all I can do. And Benny,
mint sauce. Mint sauce has got to go on every meat. Doesn't matter if it's chicken. Doesn't matter if it's beef, pork.
Mint sauce is for lamb.
Our Christopher likes mint sauce with sausages, doesn't he? Or in a sandwich. Mint sauce in a sandwich. Yeah.
I'm surrounded by Philistines. No, I don't. Kaz, I got a little bit of a taste. Kaz got me a little bit into the old mint sauce and that, but I can't do too much of it. I tell you what I do like, and I was, for those you know, Strensall Rangers. I was running a training course up there, and so the MOD put me up in a local B&B just outside York, and the lady that ran the B&B was a lovely woman. She did all the meals for us and that. And I come home, or come back to the B&B in the evening, and she said, "Oh, I've done you a tea tonight." I said, "Excellent." Sat in a beautiful meal, absolutely gorgeous meal. And then she said, "Do you fancy some pudding?" And I was like, "Go on then, why not?" And she went, "Okie doke." She said, "I'll do you a local luxury." She said, "I'll do you some Yorkshire donuts." I was like, Yorkshire donuts, never heard of a Yorkshire donut before. And she went and got the Yorkshire puds
that
she made the day before that hadn't been used. She went and got those. She put a dollop of jam into each one, stuck them in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes, heated them through, and then served those with a bowl of custard. And I tell you what, absolutely stunning. She said traditionally, the Yorkshire pud, it was eaten savoury or sweet. You could put jam with it, you could dunk it in custard as well, because it was just a way of getting the calories in. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
apple sauce on fresh pork. Yes, go with that.
Paul Stix's wife, she made 18 people 5 litres of coffee instead of gravy.
Oh no! Oh, bless her.
My sister she likes tomato sauce. She never has gravy on her roast. She always has tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And she has potatoes and the meat. She doesn't have any vegetables.
See, I like tomato sauce. I like ketchup, but not on a roast. Doesn't belong there. Doesn't belong. Shouldn't go.
Right. Flavour of soup. What is the best soup? Heinz tomato. I think.
Mulligatawny.
I like followed by oxtail. I do like an oxtail soup as well.
All right, if we're going to do pears.
Oxtail, yeah.
Yeah, I would go with that. Mulligatawny followed by oxtail. Yeah.
Tomato sauce soup is gorgeous. Especially they do the one
Stuffed
with
Cadbury's a chicken man. I used to love creamed chicken.
Tomato with basil. Oh, they don't very often do that. Bovril, yeah.
Yeah.
Oxtail, yeah. See a lot of oxtails there. Beef and veg.
Mulligatawny.
Yeah, you like mulligatawny.
Man after my own heart.
And you like potato and leek?
Yes, I do like potato and leek.
I like chicken and leek.
Potato and leek, but it's got to be good thick soup. I don't like a watery soup. Do not like it. You should be able to dunk your bit of toast or your bit of bread into it, come out, and it should be well coated.
Yeah, I haven't made a Scotch broth in years.
Oh, Benny, all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Broccoli and Stilton. Yeah.
Stilton is.
I like it. Got to be in the mood for it. That can be.
It's like asparagus. I used to have asparagus soup, but now
no. I can't. Yeah, I used to like asparagus soup.
Oh,
Robinson's strawberry jam, Coleman's English mustard, in equal measures mixed up on toast. Cancel each. Yeah, they do. There's something I mentioned the other week, saying about it. If you ever want a nice topping on any meat,
carrot coriander,
coat it with a bit of a good layer of English mustard, and then sprinkle some brown sugar or sugar on top of that. And the heat lowers the temperature of the mustard, but it makes an absolutely beautiful mustard honey glaze. Oh,
our Christopher likes cheese top rolls with chocolate spreading.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Recipe
Pot noodle omelette.
Yeah.
I was surprised. We went shopping on Friday, and Super Noodles now do a Super Noodles pot. Never seen that before.
Here's a recipe for you.
Good night, my love.
If you're feeling a bit peckish and you're looking in the cupboard, here's a recipe for you. This is my favourite recipe. Take a couple of slices of bread, whatever bread you like, bread of choice. Toast it one side, turn it upside down, right, on the grill pan. Then take one egg yolk. Okay, great cheese of choice. So you've got a good handful per piece of bread. Okay, one egg yolk. Prior to this, you will either grilled or fried a couple of rashers of streaky bacon. Now chop those up. Put those on the bread first. Put some finely chopped onion on the bread. Right. Mix a tablespoon of English mustard into the egg yolks and cheese. Beat that up. Spread that on the toast so it's about that thick. Now place under the grill, medium heat, until you've got a thin brown crust on the top as the cheese has just started to go over. Oh, to die for.
So I've never tried Marmite on roast potatoes. I do use semolina, sprinkle semolina on the top of it.
Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, I can't eat the whites of eggs.
Upsets your tummy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can eat the yolks. Oh. So when he cuts round the yolk for me with a fried egg.
Become an expert at removing a nice runny fried egg yolk from a fried egg without damaging it.
So what's your go-to for if you just come in and it's cold? Normally it's like soup, isn't it?
It is soup.
It is soup and basic meals. Crunchy bit of bread.
In a lot of the adventures we've had come down to, like, we'd be out in the middle of nowhere.
Bovril roast potatoes.
Be out in the middle of nowhere driving back to wherever we're staying, and it's like, what do you fancy for tea? We'd go, just go get a nice crusty loaf, a good strong cheese, and a couple of tins of tomato soup. Yeah, goes lovely.
Well, this week, I looked in the cupboard, in our survival cupboard, and we had quite a bit of long life full fat milk. So I decided I was going to do a rice pudding in the slow cooker. So I did this rice pudding in the slow cooker, and Jason, the Hampshire Kitchen, he came round and he realised I was cooking rice pudding, so he came back later on and he joined us for rice pudding. So much so that I had to make it again the next day, double amount, because
Look, Benny, his wife picks the sweet corn and peas out of pot noodles.
Yeah, I don't like sweet corn. I don't like pot noodles, to be honest with you.
British Army ration pack, my favourite. Okay, so boil in the
Nice,
bag.
John.
Pre-royal in the bag had to be bacon grill and potato flake. Yeah. Boil in the bag was corned beef hash. Okay, which I would swap pretty much anything for corned beef hashes. In fact, I was actually known as pretty much the only guy out of my lot that did like it. So yeah, I did all right out of it.
My favourite thing in the ration pack is the Army hot chocolate. Especially mint or orange, but mint is.
Yeah, hot chocolate. Can't go wrong with a hot chocolate on a cold day.
And the Yorkie bars, when they used to do the Yorkie bars.
Yeah.
Might have quite liked the fact they do it peanuts and things like that now.
Yeah. Andy had one last night out camping. Oh, nice. Cutting pepperoni. Yeah, pepper army. Can't go wrong with that.
Good evening, Daryl.
Great sauce.
Oh yeah, pepperoni. We used to get we used to go to
evening, my friend. How
Lidl's, and they used to do
we're just discussing foods,
cheesy
and
pasta,
things that people like.
And we went up the second highest point in Cornwall, which is Row Tor. And we went up there with the boys. We all climbed up there, and you took a rucksack, and in that rucksack, it had this. It was a cheese pasta, and what he did is he took some tins of hot dogs with us, and we used a tin hot dog juice to cook up the pasta. Oh, that's so good.
Let's tease Benny now.
Oh, what? Those, Benny? What? Those? Is it like the pink wrapper, Quality Street, you used to get? Look.
Biscuits, fruit. Biscuits, fruit, S. Oh, yes. So one of these.
Yeah, I can never understand why people take tins. I know you got to hydrate them. You have to add water to it.
Biscuits, fruit, S. Yeah, I used to like this.
It's good, thank you very much. It's cold, but was good. So I'm not. Well, you're not having them. It's got fruit in it.
No, bag soon. That was dated 2003.
He never said it was fair.
Benny.
You should know by now, Benny.
I will say this much. That packet is dated 2003.
We had a friend. She was addicted to the lamb stew and dumps. Yeah, she loved
Still
it.
fine.
With another one, he liked the brown biscuits brown with the pate, or that obnoxious cheese spread.
Cheese possessed.
That's it, cheese possessed.
Yeah. So let's have a look whilst we're here. I haven't had a look at this one yet.
This is like Benny. Mitch had a big jar of the army ration sweeties, the little boiled sweets, and Mac's daughter Robin came over, and Mick sent. It was similar to this. Mick sent this tin. I'll just put my hand there to get the thing back in. That's it. He sent Robin back with his jar of the army sweets, and her dad was still playing tennis at 2 in the morning with her. She was bouncing everywhere.
Right, 24-hour ration pack, vegetarian ration pack, 24-hour ration pack.
Ooh.
Let's do an on-screen opening, see what we've got. Oh, excuse me, I'm having a problem with the light. Let's do an on-screen opening.
Yes,
24-hour ration pack, vegetarian. So what we got, Kaz? I should take that. So,
what menu is it?
It is menu.
It's on front.
No, it's only got this side. No, it just says 24-hour ration pack, GP, operational, vegetarian.
Yeah, see, Mac beat you, says vegetarian, it's going to be bad.
Menu 7. So, sundries pouch, has the usual things, has the spork, toilet paper, cleaning kit. Do you know what? Now, this is something I'm a bit miffed with now.
Everything's brown. If you're going to go anywhere in the woods, you're going to lose that.
So, for the guys now, beverage-wise, to go to sundries pack, got your combat toilet paper. You've got your is that a wet wipe? Yeah, wet wipe. I suppose that's better than one. You get 2 wet wipes, handy for cleaning your hands. But beverage-wise, it's sorely lacking. You've got your chewing gum.
That's 2025, this one.
You've got 2 teas. Only 2 teas. No, in fact, you've got 2 coffees, 2 teas. That's it.
And vegetarian all-day breakfast.
As I was saying in one of the videos before, you only get 3 sachets of sugar. So whether it's the dietary requirements of the average squaddy these days is don't want too much sugar in my diet or not, I don't know. But used to relish my brews.
Well, that's strange, isn't it? You got right. The all-day breakfast is dated to 2025.
Yeah.
But the rice that came in it was best before Halloween 2021.
Right.
Oh, I love the fruit drink.
Right, so Rajma Masala, okay, to have with your rice. Whatever a Rajma Masala is. And this is one of my arguments here. Now, I'm all
July 2022.
I'm all for having the different menus and different flavours and tastes, right? But how do I know what a Rajma Masala is? Okay. So we just put in a vegetable curry. Let's make it a lot easier. Chocolate cake. Hey, chocolate cake. Right.
I've got to try it, haven't I?
They'll do me. Chili peanuts.
Right. The Gâteau au chocolat is best before the 2nd, 2022.
Right, so, chili peanuts, tropical fruit nut mix, fortified energy drink. We all know about them. Takes the taste of the old water away. 2 of those. Fruit flavoured drink.
Well, that's looking quite edible, considering it's
too bad, does it?
2022.
Not too bad. Here's one for you. Somebody might be able to explain to me. Okay. So, in this ration pack, there are 4 drinks to add to water bottle or container. Take away the flavour of the Puritab. Okay, so we have what most of us old boys are used to: Screech, fruit flavoured. Yeah,
I love Screech.
Will Screech. But now I've got an energy drink powder F, obviously full of electrolytes and that. I've got two of those, in fact, two of those energy drink flavoured Fs, but I've also got a fortified energy drink powder. What's the difference?
Right, an F is F is a blackcurrant.
Okay, that.
So what's the other one?
Well, that's apple, and that is. They're all labelled on the back as energy drinks, so I've no idea what the difference between the fortified and the standard energy drink is.
The normal fruit flavoured drink, that one is mango and passion fruit. It's quite nice. I quite like mixing it.
For some people, the most treasured item in their ration pack, and I've seen guys actually get into fist fights over these. Hot chocolate.
Ooh.
Okay, don't. We'll get into the bottom now.
Oh, it's just a plain one.
Oh, at last. That makes sense. Right, I'd have that with my rice. Vegetable and chickpea biryani. Yeah, veg curry and rice. I know where I am with that. Ooh. Okay, these are new. Haven't seen these before.
Are they chocolate biscuits?
No. Apricot oat biscuits.
Ooh.
There we go. Got to find out, huh? New to
I know they do chocolate biscuits now.
Apricot oat biscuits. So
it looks a bit like what hobnobs.
Just it looks like a hobnob. Ooh. Tell you what, boys. Oh, I'd have been happy with that.
Yeah.
That's right. You like apricot?
Yeah, it really does take three.
Yeah, that's it. Good. Right, getting to the bottom. Okay, it's a bloody great bag. Excuse my language. You've got the Sunridge pouch, which has all your little bits and pieces in it.
No, I don't like chickpeas.
Why are the matches loose and separate in the bag? Surely that should be in the Sunridge pack.
Well, I thought so.
Yeah. And what's nice to see, 6 Puritabs.
Watch out, we're in with them.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting down to the bottom now. Plum jam and Sambal hot sauce. And there we go.
You used to have the hot diggity dog? Little or the little Tabasco. You used to have, is it red cap or green cap one?
Yeah, they're little Tabascos. So there we go. That is an up-to-date vegetarian menu ration pack.
Oh yeah, there's forks in the bag.
In the Sunridge pack. So this is where really I would have thought the matches ought to be. Because you've got all the, you know, toilet roll, your hand wipes and all the rest of it, all your little bits and pieces. That's the sport.
I got even my handbag, because I've got one of the sports, a bit like your one, Sam. Mine's a red one, and I always carry that with me because sometimes if I fancy, say, yogurt when we're out, I haven't got a spoon, or we're going to go fish and chips, and sometimes the little tiny little wooden things are no good. So
remember, water collection bag. Okay, really good quality sealable bag. Water collection bag. Not what it's really designed for originally. Gash bag. That's the bonus with this kit. That is now my gash bag. That's, for those of you that are British, gash is basically what you throw overboard on the ship. It's your rubbish. So all your junk goes in that. Now, sealable bag. Heavy duty plastic sealable bag. Used to collect these, hoard them, roll them up.
No Kendall mint cake.
Put them in the kit, because not only are they great for water collection, but if you're on an op that's, say, a little bit more covert, or you're unable to move, that's where your waste goes. It may mean you need a friend, very good buddy to hold the bag for you, but it could then be dropped into there, sealed, rolled up, right, squash the air out of it as you roll it up, and then carefully packed in your Bergen so you could man pack it out with you.
I don't know if you've noticed as well, the prices of the ration pack stuff has gone up.
Oh,
last year I bought 100 hot chocolates, and they were the
candle and mint cake.
They were the mint ones. So for 100 hot chocolates, it was 20 quid. So me and Jason, we did £10 each, and we shared them out. I went to look on eBay at the same seller again. He's now doing 25 for 30 quid.
Andy, you're saying hand warmer. The fecal hand warming bag. Yep. All right, just remember, ferments over time and will expand. Nothing worse than having your bag go off in your Bergen. Less of that, man. Yeah, lots. MRE's become a really popular thing.
The person that I used to use, what they do, they used to buy up. They still do buy the MREs, but I take it, and they must come from open ones, because they're not. It doesn't do the whole MRE. It's like parts of the MRE.
Yeah. Basically, that's the thing now. They break the MREs down.
Yeah.
Whereas in the old days, you literally bought your box of 24-hour Asher, or you would acquire them, get them, and basically stack them up. You knew every box was sealed 24 hours. That's good to go. You didn't always look at the menu. Me and Mac had done enough work together where we literally, just take a box of 10 and that's it, disappear for God knows how long. Nowadays they break everything down and sell it individually because they can charge more for it.
The Prepper Shop UK were doing a deal the other day for £1.65 instead of 70 quid. Instead of £7. They were doing one with there was, I think it was 5 tea, 5 coffee, 10 sugar. They were doing the hot sauce, the thingy drinks, hot chocolate, and all that. So it's £1.
It was good when they did the hot chocolate sort, because let's face it, the army teas, instant teas and coffees, whiteners and sugars, pants anyhow. They should take me home. I think most guys I know that are serving now take their own good quality tea bags. You pack away half a dozen good quality tea bags and the rest of it and take what's good for you. So of course that sort of thing doesn't go, and it's the same thing with the suppliers. So the Army Surplus Shop, can they sell them? Can they help? The things that people really want are the main meals that boil in the bags, and that's where the money is. I remember when you used to be able to buy a 24-hour ration pack for £5, and that was legitimately over the counter in the surplus shops. Now 30 quid a box. Irish stew from Tesco. Yeah. So again, that's the other thing, isn't it? Start looking at what you can build yourself. All that happens, and this is the way you do it. If everybody's just like, right, do you know what? I'm not paying 30 quid for a 24-hour ration pack. I can see what the profit margin is on that for them. I know how they get it from the MOD, and I know pretty much what they go for at auction. So if everybody stopped buying it and started doing the sensible thing, which is, as Bob's just said there, go to Tesco's, stock up on your cheap instant noodles, stock up on some tin good, cheese possessed, peanut butter, bits and pieces like that. Build your own ration kit to your taste.
At least it's some things you will eat.
Yeah, you can
build I love it. Twin Peaks do the the dried meals and puddings. They do apple crumble and custard. It's to die for. I love it. Yeah. And it's another one I want to try is they do a macaroni cheese. Now I hate tin macaroni cheese, but I'm willing to give a packet one a chance.
Yeah. The thing is, Andy, don't mind if you get a couple of the same menus in the box, because let's face it, most of the time, what we're looking for.
E-Port, we buy the flapjack bars usually from pound stretcher.
Yeah.
Because we usually keep some in the car.
Good nutrition.
Yeah.
Good emergency food. Good flapjack bar will last for years. Great calorific value. You don't want to be eating half a dozen a day, but for the fact that its size, weight, and the amount of energy it's got in actual fact.
Timmy, it's funny you should say that, because Mick was on about the other day that we might get a dehydrator to use. I'm sorry if we're making you hungry. It's just on this channel, the chat starts off and it just
always goes to food.
It's just.
But then that's an essential of survival, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I love that you get so much energy from the oats, and oats are good for you anyway, aren't they?
So when you're coming back to survival, there's your essentials, isn't it? Water, food, fire, shelter. Okay. So one of the things is it always comes back to food, and you've got choices. Do you eat boring? Do you eat horrible? Yeah, we can all get by on porridge, oats, and water. But then you share with people recipes, tricks, ideas, methods, and you make it a bit more interesting. Oh, and by the way, what did you all think of the little Mora carving knife? Because I'm ordering another one.
Jason wants one for cooking.
Yeah, I'm ordering another one to go into my butchery kit for doing game preparation. Anybody looking for a little game knife? I really do recommend that. That is an absolutely brilliant little boning knife. Yeah, I do. Very, very impressed with that.
Sorry, glint it in your eyes, people.
Yeah, all good calories for wild camping. Yeah, doesn't really matter what it is, does it?
Yeah, that one's you got the 5.
Yeah.
Timmy likes the 510.
Yeah, I've got that one, which is the 546, the basic bushcraft knife.
Yeah, you've got 2 Moras.
Good little
arrive.
Knife. In the
See, Andy, those Mora lines, they just go on and on and on.
And that one's the 511. Okay, which really and truthfully, if you look at it,
It's just a slight difference in the blade.
Very, very, very slight difference in the blade. No real difference in the knife at all, apart from the colour of the handles. Okay, so again, have a look through. They're pretty much the same the designs. So sometimes you can pick these up cheaper than you can pick these up.
Well, for those 2 with quick postage, it's like about £14.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it really. You put something in your top pocket or in the glove box of the car, something you like that's going to give you energy and a bit of sugar. And if you come across someone that's had that's having a down with diabetes and things like that, you can
nice.
A bit of that.
You suddenly need that little burst of energy. It helps no end. Okay, and it's again it's just that little bit of preparation, isn't it? That little bit of kit, that little bit of gear.
Right, Bob, that is the email. If you want to email us, we can let you know. Every Sunday we do a Sunday live, but we're hoping to get together and do some camps,
do some meetups
and that. So if you want,
we're gonna
like a little sort of newsletter.
We're going to organise a weekend down here in my woods, where any of you that can come down and want to come down and have a weekend in the woods with us. It'll be a basic little setup. Yeah, Tommy, Yeah, in your car, won't be a problem.
Yeah, Stealth, we had super noodles tonight, didn't
That
we?
little knife was the Mora basic wood carver. Okay, that's what that was.
And that's from the Preppers Shop UK.
Which
You got the...
Yeah, I have.
They're actually based in Weybridge in Cornwall. They were in Newquay, but they moved to larger premises.
What I'm going to do, there you go, mate. Prepper Shop UK, and that was the Mora basic wood carving knife, which cost £9.95. Sit back here. We're going to get the focus.
Yeah. Prepper Shop UK.
Yeah. So yeah.
Like Andy, nice to drop in.
Andy, nice to see you, mate. Take it easy. Have fun. Have a safe week. Have a good week. Look after yourself. And the other thing is, of course, if you if you can't email, right, stick a comment up. Stick a comment up at any of my videos. It will come up as a notification to me. Yeah.
But with the email address, I check the emails twice a day. Yeah. So.
Exactly that, Lee. Yeah. And again, to being diabetic, managing yourself, it's again, you've got to be prepared. You've got to be a bit of a prepper. You've got that mindset. You've got to think ahead. You've got to plan things. As I said before, one of my old biking buddies, he, funny enough, same name. We were on quite a long ride out, quite a fast one actually, and me and him were riding at the back of the pack at the time. And I remember looking across at him and just seeing his head starting to go, and he started to weave on the old bike, and managed to sort of literally come upside him, give him a shake, and go, come on, get over. And that for him, that was his blood sugars were crashing.
Well, Timmy, you can't see it now, but oops, above my finger, there is a picture of Mick and Jason, because the camera's just a bit low tonight.
Oh.
There you go. Mick and Jason. And that was on the when they did the ride round London for
Never Surrender.
Never Surrender. Oh, you do the Lee Rugby ride. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Mick's got a bike at the moment. Last year I sold my trike because I couldn't ride a bike anymore, but I could go on the trike.
And it came to me that after many years of motorcycling, building my own bikes and all the rest of it, I wanted a bit of a break. I wanted to concentrate on other things. And I was in a motorcycle club, and I sort of stepped away from that sort of thing, all in good terms. Great relationships with lots of different motorcycle clubs, different groups and organisations. No issues, no dramas. Show a lot of respect to them. Get a bit of respect back, which is always very, very nice. So, again, any of you that are in a bike club, or I said, don't worry about the political thing. I stepped away from it. And that's another thing. We don't do politics of any sort on this channel because it's not worth it until I win the general election and declare myself emperor.
Yeah, people. You see, people's look.
Yeah.
This is Willow. There's a little mascot.
Yeah, it's sawned at the moment. Hey, so yeah, we'll have a chat about that when we meet up. Yeah, it's again.
Well, what you and him and Backer hoping to do is some Tales from the Basher.
Yes, that's something I want to do. This is.
Let it be all sorts of.
We'll do the meetup. I'll do Tales from the Basher, and that is whether it's military or ex-military. I want to hear your funny stories. I want to hear you tell them.
Yeah.
It's all right, me on a Sunday sitting there telling stories and that, but we'll do a video series where people can then tell their funny stories. And if you don't want to be on screen, that's fine. As with Tommy, we can always film it so that you're just off screen so that people can hear you. Not everybody, something I've learned, not everybody's comfortable in front of the camera. Mac's another guy. He's not necessarily that comfortable in front of the camera. He doesn't like to be on camera too much. So that's fine. That's cool with me. Not an issue at all. It's nice to hear, and I'm grateful to everybody for the feedback for this week's video, which did an attempt where literally ended up all you could see was the cooker, and listen to me and Mac for a few minutes. That was a bit of a trial and error. I just wanted to see what the feedback was from that. See whether we could do more of a sort of like we're doing now, a general chat. Whether people would be up for that. It's all a learning curve. All a learning curve. Okay. Anyhow, we are 2 hours and 20 odd minutes.
Because we started early.
I'm gonna. Wow.
Oh dear! Dog's dropped a nuclear one again.
Bloody hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, the more a basic wood carving knife.
Yeah, not about £9. What we.
Yeah, we paid $9.95 for it.
I know he does steal the show. He's stealing the show and he's melting our faces.
Oh, he always does. He likes to. Yeah, actually brilliant. Like I say, if you're doing wood carving, but especially if you're doing game preparation, okay, you want a boning out knife. Yeah, brilliant. I mean, Jace is a professional chef. That's what he does for a living. He took one look at it, picked it up, felt it, handled it, and went, do you know what? I'm getting myself one of those. That is a nice little knife for working with.
It's something. It's definitely something.
It might be.
Yeah, Prepper Shop, they're good. If you email, you join their emailing list.
I know what it is. It's what I gave him for breakfast. He didn't have butternut for breakfast this morning, but yeah, he had egg with me.
Yeah.
And it's got that sulphury smell. Yeah. So, yeah, too many.
Hello, Hills of Home.
Hills of Home. Hiya, how you doing? And welcome to the channel. Hope you're good. Mac, have a great week, my brother, and I will speak to you tomorrow. We'll see about getting up the woods. I want to do some bushcrafting this week, so we're going to do some pot hangers and bits and pieces like that. Have a nap, get a fire going. That's so we don't get snowed in, avalanched.
That Prepper's Shop, if you join their mailing list, they contact you whenever they've got a good deal on, and that's where I was looking for the knives, and an email came up. So
bargains come up.
Yeah. Night, Max. See you later.
John, it's a case.
I showed him the mats.
They have been going for so long. I can remember buying them as a teenage boy. The more as we got as a teenage boy, mostly wooden handled.
Fishing
a little
knives,
bit longer.
Weren't they?
They were very popular as fishing knives and fishermen's knives. Got the dog. Yeah, it could be the dog I'm blaming.
It wasn't me. Ladies don't do that.
Always blame the dog. Okay. I remember going to a very posh meal one evening. I was sitting there, and the dog came in. A Great Dane, huge thing it was, and it went over into the corner, and it twirled round and round, sat down, and proceeded to start licking its nuts. And the guy looked at me, grinned, looked at the dog, and he goes, "God, don't you wish you could do that?" And I looked back at him and said, "Give him a biscuit, he might let you."
I knew that was coming.
It was an old joke. Yeah, that's it with the peg handle. Yeah, Model 1. Yeah.
As it is with the lives, we do. You do the lives every Sunday.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Every Sunday we do a live stream. And this is pretty much the format. It's a general chat. You come in, you bring up. Basically, I follow what you guys are saying on there. I'll start the chat off in the evening, and you can lead it in whatever direction you want it to go. So if you've got questions, you've got things you want to ask, you've got things you want to talk about, you've got a subject you want to hit. Like I say, as long as you don't break the rules, it doesn't get political and it doesn't get into religion.
To real life said that offers only on for another 16 hours.
Well, there you go, guys. Yeah. So if you want to get yourself one of those Mora knives, that offer with that shop is for the next 16 hours. Get yourself signed up.
Good night, all, and have a good week. We'll see you next weekend.
See you next Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it easy. Have your adventures. Derek, my brother.
Stay warm.
Derek's probably saving energy, so he's probably shut down now. Derek, stay safe, my brother. Look after yourself. To all you other guys facing severe weather, the cold and the rest of it, look after yourselves. If you're going out for your adventures, watch that ice. Make sure you got emergency kit with you, just in case you get stuck. You know, you never know if you got that woods, you have a tumble or a fall, you might be stuck up there for a few hours. So just be prepared. Go careful. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Ray, mate, I hope that foal comes soon and then you can get your head down. Okay, Stealth Camper, blessings to you, mate. Take it easy.
We'll have to meet up because I want to try driving one of your tanks.
That was the lady that got asked if she wanted to paint a Chieftain tank. Used to, on the ranges and the facilities I used to run, one of the army lads there was from Louisburg Barracks, where they used to do all the RLC training and that. And they had a Chieftain trainer over there that they used for a recovery vehicle. Turned around a Kaz one day, she's painting my lightweight.
I was laying underneath his lightweight, painting the underneath.
Little Series 3 lightweight 1970 something or other. She's under there painting the weight, and he walked down. He went, all right, love, we'll come paint my tank. Dogs lick themselves because they can. Yes, doesn't make you jealous.
And cats, but cats always do it with their legs.
Yeah, night all. Yeah, so guys, stay safe. Have your adventures. Have your fun. Look after yourselves. Have a great week wherever you are in this world. Have a great week. Look after those around you that you love.
I'm going to put a cork at the dog's bum.
Yeah, or maybe mine. So love those you do. Oh, Springfield's Knives UK, they've got a sale. It's another company worth having a look at, guys. Yeah, and remember, as I said before, butternut dog food. If any of you are buying food for your dog and you want a deal,
food, not dry or
butternut dog food, quote that code there, Caroline 3115. Get yourself 60% off. Try it out. See how your dog gets on with it.
And quickly, that's the email address if anyone needs to get hold of us.
Yeah, there we go. So, guys, love those you do. Forgive those you don't. Peace and light be upon you all. Have a fantastic week from Mick, Caroline, Mac at Hampshire Hog Hunters, and Tommy and Jason, and one smelly little dog. We're out of here. Take it easy. Have a great week. Bye-bye.